3 weeks of an Israeli onslaught in Gaza changed the complexion of one of Barack Obama's biggest foreign policy challenges. Middle East diplomacy proved itself incapable of any action throughout the crisis. At one point, an Arab League delegation spent an entire day arguing whether or not to have another, quote, emergency meeting. Gaza was left smoldering, and Hamas was left reeling. Its leadership lives in exile in Damascus and Beirut, fractured even further by the recent Israeli bombardment. Khalid Mashal, a man on the run since 1997, directs the group from Arab capitals. He is the most powerful man in Hamas. Orders come from him and are carried out hundreds of miles away in Gaza. Syria has backed Hamas since its inception.
The U.S. and the EU have declared them a terrorist organization, and some have said that you supporting them is part of the problem. Why not leverage their being here to get them to stop firing the rockets from Gaza?
Yeah. They are leaders, but they're not the grassroots. The grassroots live in Gaza, in the Palestinian territory, so they have to listen to the grassroots. It's not about organization. It's about 100 million now in Gaza and another few millions living in West Bank. You have to listen to those people. How did Hamas came to its position in the government? By election. And this election was supervised by European and by American, including ex-President Jimmy Carter.
Carter has quietly visited not only Syria, but Mashal as well, on multiple occasions, something the Bush administration views as unhelpful. Even talking to or communicating with some world leaders was viewed as taboo in the U.S. presidential campaign. Just 2 months before the elections, the candidates were still walking a fine line. This exchange over talking with the other big player, Iran.
Now, Senator Obama, without precondition, wants to sit down and negotiate with them. Without preconditions. That's what he stated. Again, a matter of record.
Now, it is true, though, that I believe that we should have direct talks, not just with our friends, but also with our enemies, to deliver a tough, direct message to Iran that if you don't change your behavior, then there will be dire consequences.
Now, the U.S. president must balance a Syria that controls access to Hamas with a policy that until now has not allowed for much room for any direct talks. Cal Perry, CNN, Beirut.